Easier to do a live than do a talking head video sometimes. I'm here at Tequila Reef in Angeles City. I got my breakfast on the way, so this won't be a long live. I'm just going to kind of rant about something that happened in the last few days. Well, that is a good looking coffee cup. And the coffee's pretty good. A lot better than some of that coffee I had in Japan recently. So, I've often said to many people, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it till the end of days. Hey, good morning, McLovin. Angeles City is a good place for a first-time retired or somebody thinking about retiring. It's a good place to come and shop for your future. It's a good place to come and say, you know, I want to be more like this guy, like that guy. When you're trying to redefine your future, trying to change gears in life, I think Angeles City is a really good place to just come hang out and shop for your future. It is probably one of the loneliest cities on the planet. And the neat thing about that is you can sit here and you'll have endless people want to come talk to you, even when you're just trying to be alone in public or whatever. It doesn't matter. You have no right to privacy here, in the sense that people will always approach you, always like interject themselves into your life. And it's good and bad, but for me, it's a nice place and has been for years. Just sit here. Oh, Ugly never got me one. I brought him a coffee cup, but he never got me his. But Angeles has been a good place to sit, and you watch people walk by, and you can just be, I want to be more like that or more like that. Breakfast is here. Good morning. Thank you. Awesome. No, perfect. Yeah. Thank you. So I got to check this out. This is amazing. It's a breakfast quesadilla with some potatoes. Ooh, nice big bug. I think that bug bites. We're gonna be nice to him and click him away. But it's a good place to shop for your future and see and meet people and ask them, you know, how they're living their life. And something came up that really exemplified that really well. No McDonald's in the eggs are in the quesadilla. You guys are sitting here poking fun at me, and I appreciate it. But I'm sober for the first time in like 36 hours. So yeah, Tequila Reef morning. But something happened. We're at a bar, and you know, we're meeting people. Guy sits down, and you know, highs, hellos around the table, and he didn't pick up on social cues, and he got all butthurt because I wouldn't tell him the city, street, and you know, and the date and time I was born, where I was raised, and I'm like, you know, I don't care who you are, you still have to pick up on social cues. If you ask somebody, you know, what they did I did retail. They don't want to be super specific. They ask people this or that, and they don't want to be super specific. And they're not an asshole for not telling you. You're the asshole for not picking up on the social cues. And, you know, this guy got all butthurt, and I went off on him in the bar, because it's like, you know, he asked a question, I deflected like 4 times. You don't need to know, you know, my grandparents' birthdays at a bar. You don't need to know my mom and dad's like favorite chocolate ice cream, whether it's chocolate or vanilla. You know, if you want to sit down and have a conversation, that's great. I'm all for it. But these guys, when they ask you these like invasive questions and you try to deflect them simply, they get all butthurt. And why? Like, it's all about social cues. If you can't pick up on social cues, this might be a good place for you to practice. That guy definitely doesn't pick up on social cues. I was very direct. Like, being vague is very direct. It means I don't want to give you my social security number because I met you at a bar, you know, having a drink. And some of the ideas that spin through these guys' head, that, you know, they can't talk to you without knowing your full work history or where you were born or I don't know, man. It's like, hey, do you need to check my flight that I came in on too? You know, I just don't get it. And it's a good walkaway lesson. Yeah, exactly. Mood always reflects in your answers. And for me, it's a good lesson to understand that that aspect of me, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy, asking invasive questions. I want to be able to pick up on those social cues better and better and better always, right? And understand that, like, I will take you at your word until you lie, right? And if we're best friends, then yeah, I expect you to tell me a little. Yeah, actually, there's some bars in California you have to scan your ID to get in, and they wouldn't let me in with a passport. You had to have a California ID. Well, not only do they gossip, they're assholes. Expats, like, and that's the beauty of coming to Angeles, is you can meet some of the best expats in the world, right? You can meet some of the most amazing people, but you're also gonna meet some of the worst, nasty people on the planet here. And they're usually from other countries. Yeah, I actually wasn't in this neighborhood when it happened, but, I was within a 20-minute walk, 30-minute walk. I was out there on Perimeter Road. I think it's Perimeter Road. I don't know the area that well, but, and we were having a good time before and after that guy, and that poor guy, he was left sitting by himself at a table in a bar in a foreign country. Like, our actions define us, and, who we associate with and how we get along with those people really defines us in the end. And I'm happy, with the people that allow me to, hang out with them. They're very gracious and great. I'm very grateful for that. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of rant about that. I still think Angeles City is a great place to meet strange and interesting people. And going back to that shopping for your future, I really can't stress that enough. If you're sitting at the rail or sitting in a bar somewhere, like I said, I've met some of the most amazing expats in Angeles City. Unfortunately, like, the best place to meet them for me was Poppy's, but Poppy's is closed. A whole nother issue I don't want to get into, but it was a place for the I don't know how to say this, the more successful, personally successful expats to kind of bump into each other. And they're still out there. They're just harder to find now, because Poppy's had that mix of bar and food and family environment, that it's kind of hard to find in Angeles. And I hope somebody can replicate it. Somebody can make something similar that isn't centered on the other aspects of Angeles Cities, that Angeles City is known for, where people who don't want to be involved in that whole bar scene can go have a drink, have some food, take their family and feel safe and comfortable and get good, clean, quality food. The Drake and Poppy's was really a niche that I don't live here, so I don't know. Maybe there's that place out there, but it was really a niche that I would like to see replicated somewhere. So anyway, I'm gonna get to eating. I'll show you a little bit of my food here. So this is a breakfast quesadilla. I had this last time. It's just super. It's falling apart because I grabbed it funny. But one of the best breakfast dishes I've had in years. And maybe it's because I was a little inebriated last time, or maybe it's just that good. I'll find out today. I'll let you know tomorrow. Hope you all have a great day. Cal Bear, it was good to see you. McLovin, Sunset, and I'm sure there's others I've forgotten, missed, but I hope you have a great day.